What's happening, yo? Listen, listen, y'all. I'm saying to say, I'm on some shit like I'm not going to strain myself out with issues that I don't like or I don't want to, kick it. I ain't drain y'all with it, my listeners or whatever. So, all this racist shit, I don't really be beat. I'm not really beat for that shit, so I really don't be, you know, beat to keep doing joints on them. But I'm gonna do a little quick one on it just to get a briefing of what they talking about now. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all don't gotta. I'm not gonna be hitting these joints like that. But I said to myself that if I want to be committed to doing this, you gotta do these. Like you gotta keep them coming. Like people keep them coming. You gotta jump on these issues and give yours to it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them say whatever. Let's go.
Alyssa Thomas, one of the best hoopers in all of the WNBA. I mean, does absolutely
Jesus.
everything.
Really?
During the playoffs, she spoke out and condemned
Okay.
racism. They're playing, and obviously, the Fever
That's
fans were being the Fever fans. And I look.
Obviously, the Fever fans were being the Fever fans.
It always
The
right.
Fever fans were being the Fever fans.
Mm-mm-mm. That's why. That's why C don't need to go
As
ahead
I've
and
shown you before,
do nothing
you
else
type in
with these
Indiana
girls.
Fever fans. Here's what you get. Indiana Fever
I sure
fans
need to do
react to
nothing else.
racist comment controversy. Racist smearing WNBA Fever fans.
Right. Listen, real quick. I'm shutting it down. I'm not doing a real long one on this. Like I said, he get ready to go on a rant about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let that steal my energy with this nonsense. So what I'm gonna say real quick on it is that's why I unselfishly, you know what I'm saying? Unselfishly, y'all, would like C to just go ahead overseas and end it all for him. Now talk about the ruins that y'all have left behind from y'all nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk about that and whatever they whatever they got, whatever they want to blame that on after it's all said and done. Let's see. Go ahead overseas. I'm making an announcement. She's taking her talents overseas. You know what I'm saying? To a LeBron, boom, hit him with that, and really, you know what I'm saying? Hit him with one of the press conferences, and you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna say on that. And I I don't even want to let this go in a minute, but it's like
Fans ugly.
let it run
Indiana
through this for
Fever
y'all.
slams racist trolling WNBA fans.
Mm.
2024 WNBA playoffs. Sons of Alyssa Thomas calls out Fever fans.
This is ridiculous, bro. Put it all to a halt. See, that's all it takes for you to say what
This is
you
what you
out of here.
get when you constantly smear a fan base. The Indiana Fever have the nastiest fans in the W. Indiana Fever
Jesus,
embarrassed their fans in the worst way.
that's
WNBA
bad.
players,
That's all.
Caitlin Clark
That's
teammates dealing with trolls. And this is just, I haven't typed in Caitlin Clark fans. I just typed in Indiana Fever fans. This is what people see when they. Now Ryan Clark is a race baiter to the 1000th degree,
whoa,
but if he
whoa,
wasn't and he Googled Indiana
whoa.
Fever fans, this is
All
what he
right,
would see.
just
Speaking of relationships,
drop one on
Alyssa
y'all.
Thomas,
Just drop one on everybody.
one of the best
Drop that on
hoopers
me.
in all of the WNBA. I mean, does absolutely everything. During the playoffs, she spoke out and condemned racism. They're playing, and obviously the Fever fans were being the Fever fans. And
Yeah.
I love the fact that she was
Yeah.
willing
Yeah.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Yeah, like, come on, bruh. Just these people, man. This shit is hilarious,
We
bruh.
haven't had one corroboration, one audible, one video, one thing caught on tape, one person ejected, nothing. It's like, yeah.
But
Fever fans.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that she was willing in front of the press and the media to
it was
condemn
good
racism.
preaching.
She said, and now it's on the
He good
official
preaching
October
ass. I want to be. He part time. I pause. This guy. That's why I don't listen to him. He preaches. I don't like nobody preaching to me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm getting my sports. Like that's how you feel like, you know, that sermon or something when he's in there, when he's, you know, preaching the shit to you. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Why you gotta talk like that? Why you can't just talk regular? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said, man, I can't listen to this guy. He's too much. I mean, literally. I mean, so now to hear him listening to me doing this is like, this is, you know, I'm glad I listened a little further to hear him call him like he called him. You know what I'm saying? And to hear what he erased say next, honestly.
Encounters with things like that.
So it's a fact. He sets the table. It's a fact that Fever fans are racist. It's an indisputable fact. It just is, like, they're just racist. Have you ever dealt with these racist fans? So sister girl got a lot of pressure on her, man. You gonna be the one to refute the narrative?
Absolutely not.
Refute the narrative, sister? Are you gonna make your other sisters look stupid?
Absolutely not.
Or you gonna sit here and make us believe that you were being called racial slurs all season and you just took the high road. There's no value in a black woman coming out and telling her truth about being called racial slurs. There's no package that comes with that, as far as being the victim of the year and being showered with stunning and brave talk. And you a black woman and you called racial slurs from the stands, you just hold it in, man. You ignore it. You don't tell anybody about it.
Yeah, right.
So Jonquel's got it. She's in a tough position. She got to make us believe that she hasn't brought it up until now, which is almost impossible.
Impossible to believe.
Or that she hasn't seen any of it, and which indirectly calls into question her fellow sisterhood of WNBA players' claims that it's happening like all the time.
Told you what it is. Have you ever had any encounters with things like that since you've been in the WNBA?
No, never. I don't know. I feel like I think a lot of the fans, like the Caitlin Clark fans, I think they wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as, like, I guess, like this fuel to be able to be the way that they wanted to be, you know? And I think.
So she's saying never.
Right, bro.
The Caitlin Clark fans. So she says never. She's never faced that. I guess she's talking about in the past, before Caitlin Clark fans, because then she immediately said, well, Caitlin Clark fans, they just want to attach themselves to that and be the way they wanted to be.
Let her finish. Damn, big bro.
Yo, this is disgusting. This is libelous. This is slanderous, man.
First, let her hear. Can we hear it?
Dangerous. They talk about everything being dangerous. This is dangerous. These Kamala voters, man. Kamala voters. Both these people voting for Kamala, man. You know it.
Like the Caitlin Clark fans, I think they wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as, like I guess like this fuel to be able to be the way that they want it to be, you know. And I think that's why there was such big backlash when she liked the whole Taylor Swift post saying like vote for Kamala Harris, because they want her to be the representation of their racism. And
So not voting for not wanting to vote for Kamala is racist. That's the proof. Okay, so that's her proof. So she doesn't have any. She could have said, like, during the second game of the season when we played them, I can remember like it was yesterday. Some fan in the lower
Right,
bowl,
okay.
like underneath the basket, was yelling
Because
X Y Z
ain't nothing happened, I don't
X Y
believe,
Z at
but
Naja
whatever
and
she
Bam
about to
B,
paint the picture
or
about,
yelling X Y Z at
let her.
some other assistant on the team or whatever. And we got to the timeout. And we were like, "What are we gonna do about it?" And blah, 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 blah. And I went to the league and I said, "No, her anecdote about us being racist is the way we reacted when we found out that when she retweeted that vote for Kamala post."
Right. I'm just saying, man, I ain't even touching on
like I
that
guess
shit.
like this
That's not
fuel
even
to be
nothing I'm
able to
touching
be
on.
the way that they want it to be, you know. And I think that's why there was such big backlash when she liked the whole Taylor Swift post saying like vote for Kamala Harris, because they want her to be the representation of their racism and you know like their view on the world, and she's not like that. And I think you have to be careful when you say like the Fever fans, because I don't think it's the Fever fans. I think it's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way, and they thought that she was, and so they became.
I don't think it's the Fever fan. I think it's the Caitlin Clark fans. Okay, so it's not the Fever fans. It's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way. Like, what kind of way did they want her to be? They wanted her to be the girl that gets poked in the eye, the girl that
I,
gets punched in the throat.
I mean to say, you know, what's crazy to me is that all this, all this y'all want to be picking up these lies and these narratives or what have you. Over what? Over, because she's a good girl. She's the nice girl. Y'all, you even much as y'all, y'all trying to, slander the fans about her. She's not bad. So the saying, what do y'all think they gain from slandering us? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? To say, what's the why? Well, what are you looking for games? You looking for, what they call it, clickbait to get attention, or just what? I mean, it's not going to bring you no more revenue, I'm sure, or is it? I mean, this is the questions I have. These things I want to know, y'all. Like, what are y'all gaining from this? I just want that black girl sympathy card to be pulled because of your bad play and whatnot, or what? What are you gaining? That's what I want to know.
Victoria Vivians, the girl that gets clotheslined out of the air. Easy Magabor, the girl gets body checked to the ground. Kennedy Carter. I mean, the girl that gets elbowed in the back of the head. Angel Reese. The girl that gets body checked to the ground. Diamond Shields.
You know what? And listen to this, y'all. I tell y'all, I'm going to do with all this because there's a lot to do with. I'm not doing all that. I'm gonna let it roll from here to say it. I feel like I made my point. Is though, tell me what is that? Y'all think is the game from all this, and who agrees with me that just unselfishly. I keep saying that word, but who agrees with me to think she should go ahead and take her talents overseas and put all this dumb shit to put this dumb shit to rest. So with that, I'm gonna tap back. Y'all stay ready. Uh, hit the comments and all that. Hit the like buttons. I mean all that. And I get back. Stay ready, boy.